Who is like that? Family members. Huh? Yeah. First target is husband. You need to understand this, man. This is the main thing in life. Okay. So kapha now. Kapha seat in the body is upper body. It is chest, neck, and stomach. It is made up of Prithvi, earth, Jala, or water. So Prithvi we call earth, Jala is water. So all the properties which are present in these Mahabhutas are present in Kapha dosha also. In human body, its seat is upper body, but we will talk about that in the coming chapters. They provide bulk to the body, as I told you before also, that shape, bulk, the body weight, the mass, that is because of the kapha. So all the properties which are present in these Mahabhutas are present in kapha dosha also. They provide bulk to the body, kapha lubricate, moisturize, they provide stability, strength, fertility, memory. Wherever joining property or giving heaviness, kapha is the source. So, where are the joining properties? We have joining properties in the joints. So, kapha, loss of kapha in the joints. Okay. So, when the kapha is less in the joints, we have cracky sounds. You know that liquid is there. So, kapha is the reason for a shape. Kapha is the reason for stability. Kapha is the reason for calm behavior. Kapha is the reason for peaceful mind. So these all are the signs of good kapha. You will see that in some traditional ways, they say that if your mind is nicely lubricated, you have calmness. And with meditation, we increase that liquid state in the mind, which covers and protects and give nourishment. Our brain cells do not have blood vessels in them. They are given food by the lubrication outside. So mostly cells get lubrication, and in the lubrication, blood vessels give. And this lubrication nourish the brain cells. Okay. So good lubrication, good and healthy lubrication, and mind is in a healthy state. Okay. So in meditation also, they say that when you have a very nice nourishment to the mind, it's more peaceful. And with meditation, they increase it. Right? So with the meditation, we make it very nice and healthy. So that is what is there? That is kapha, basically. That liquid is kapha, which is very nourishing. And you know, in our all our organs are enveloped in a pouch, and this pouch has liquid around it, right? And that liquid is again our heart, our lungs. They have this is lung, and there is a covering, and in this covering there is liquid, which works as a shock absorber. So in all our organs there is a coating, covering, right? So our heart is here; it has pericardial layer, right? So this gives lubrication. Okay. So all the lubrication gives from the kapha. It is from kapha. Okay. Lubrication and that watery thing in our joints, in our lubrication, how you will call katsuzuri. Okay. So that is kapha. So kapha people have smooth and oily skin. Okay. They have good skins basically. But in early ages, they may have some open pore problems. That is very common. Or too much oily skin. The problems of oily skin. So they have good stamina and strength. Mostly they are very strong. They can put on weight very easily, can become fat very easily. Kapha people are slow in movement and they can suffer from slow metabolism. So weight, water retention, flu, sinus, and all the mucus problems can happen. So these people may have more problems with weight gain, water retention, sinus, right, and blockage. No? So this area congestion. So congestion problems can be there. Wherever weight gain, water retention, flu, sinus, mucus problems, hypothyroidism, causation, causation, yeah. Okay, greedy, yukubari, clogged arteries. Okay, so this type of problems can be there if kapha is not in balance, right? Means keeping the things with yourself, greediness, don't want to give the possessiveness, you can say. Possessiveness in things, possessiveness in relationships. You know, so you must have seen some women or men, they are so possessive for their children, for their family, that it can be like a headache also. Right? They don't give freedom to others. So that can be a problem for if the kapha is not balanced. Right? Okay, so but when they are in balance, they are very happy, sweet. They love sweets. They love to laugh, right? And this is a very nice body type, very nice, good shape. But the problem is of imbalance. Kapha can be imbalanced very quickly because of the food, right? Because of wrong eating. Okay, this is a small table. If you can see, it's finished, no? Yeah. So just check. This is a small table there, where you can see that Vata is space and air, Pitta is fire and water, Kapha is water and earth. Right. Do you have any questions, Sukar? Okay. Sinuses. Sinus is because of kapha problems, but in kapha people, they may have little bit more problem with the kapha things, but when it is allergy and all, then it can be vata also. Because when it is a disease, it can happen to anybody. Okay, but when it is like a common thing that yes, if I ask you, what are the problems you suffer? Little season change or little imbalance happen anytime. So some people will say, I always have when if there is a problem with food or anything, stress, anything. Some people will say that I get headaches. Some people will tell you I get little congestion, a runny nose or congestion here, a puffiness. Some people will tell you that I get hotness or angry, anger problems. So this is or like urine, burning in urine, hot urine. So means if I ask you that what are the things which commonly happen to you? Little season change, little mental issue, little bit traveling, and this thing, yes, this thing is going to happen. So that is, that's it can be because of your body. Not that when you are having a disease once in a while. No, it can be because of that also, but because of other things also, that you just got sick. Okay, nothing related to your body type. But body type is more when we say that yes, since childhood, when there is a season change, or if my mood is not good, or if I'm not eating well, yes, this thing I am sure this will happen to me, right? But not like a disease, but like it can be back to normal, right? So that can be your body type, not the disease. Disease may have other things involved. And when we say disease, so mostly in Ayurveda, every disease has Vata, Pitta, Kapha. Even the sinus can be Vata, can be Pitta, can be Kapha. Joint pains or rheumatic fevers can be all the three. Right? So even the heart attacks can be all the three. You see these days, so many young people, healthy people are dying. We call this as Vata. This is not because of Kapha, that your arteries were blocked, you were fed because of the Kapha, this heart attack is happening. No, these sudden heart attack and sudden death is happening because of too much of Pitta and Vata. That you are eating too much of proteins and too much of exercise, exerting. And Vata is strong. Vata will come like this. It will not be like this. It will be like this and finished. That massive heart attack without any reason. And mostly chances of survival is not. Kapha will be like pain for 2 days, 3 days. Oh, pain is there. Okay, go and check. Okay, there is a blockage. But Pitta and Vata will be like this without any reason. High blood pressure, anger, or sudden exertion, like this and like this, right? So in Ayurveda, every disease will be having 3 types mostly. One will be major, yes, but rest two will involvement will be also there. And there are always types, heart attacks types of Vata type, Pitta type, Kapha type. The joint pains also same. So when it is a disease, it's altogether a very different subject and a very different study. But when it is a body type, it will be like a small problem which keeps on coming, and when you keep your things good, it becomes good. That is your goal. That when you correct yourself, you are fine. It can be because of the weather, because of bad food, because of situations. But when you bring it back to the normal, you are healthy again. Okay. Okay, so shall we continue? What is the time now? Oh, we have time. We have 10 minutes more. Maybe we can continue. Okay. What is next? Subdoshas. Prakriti, body type. Okay. Let's talk about body type. Subdoshas are not in this class. Subdoshas are for second language. You have to be always careful and you will be fine.
If I will actually eat more, it will be bigger and my body type will be up.
No, Vata, okay. So mostly extremely fat people, extremely fat or extremely thin people are mostly because of Vata, mostly because of Vata. Kapha people will be overweight, in the overweight category. Will be, it can be, if it becomes disease, but if it is a body type, then extremely thin, extremely fat, both comes under Vata. Kapha people will be mostly more rounded, more good shape, and little bit overweight. or little obesity, but not in a morbid obesity. So there will be a vata involvement always if it is a morbid obesity. Alright.
She said, the body type, it's very quite changeable with the season, with what we eat, so
That's what I was telling you, na? Yes.
that means that basically the body type doesn't change.
This is the again same thing you are asking. Okay, that it can change or it cannot change. This is a very individual question. See, again we will discuss. This is the normal range. Okay, this is the normal healthy range. Some person is like this, the other person is like this, other person is like this, right? So this is vata, this is pitta, this is kapha. This is vata, pitta, kapha. This is vata, pitta, and kapha. Right. For this person, pitta is here. For this person, pitta is here. Okay. Now, you are saying, can we change or can we not change? This person can change easily. Right? Little take care or little your time, in human life, we have 3 stages where vata, pitta, kapha can be high. And this person can be in a very balanced state. But this person, the difference is just too much. So he may never change it. He can control, nicely control, but he cannot change it always. But this person, maybe in future, this will be little bit like this, or this can be little bit like this, because they all are like just little difference, little difference. Okay, but when the difference is like this, you can manage it. You cannot change it, right? So it depends on the individual. That's what I was telling you before also, that when you say that, can we change the body type? It is such a tricky question. Yes, means it is very tricky because it depends on the individual. This person, yes, can change, but this person is really difficult for him. He may struggle whole life to keep it under balance. Even if it can keep it under little balance, it will be good for him, right? So we cannot say 100% like this. It depends. It depends how much is the imbalance. It depends how much are the efforts. It depends which stage of life you are in. What are you doing? What are you eating? What is your mental health? Right? Depends on lots of factors. But yes, in some people we can change. In some people we have to manage. We can just control. Okay. No, it's in life or in yeah, we can say in life, health is also part of life. In life, there will never be a yes or no. Never. Yeah. So because this is not science or not mathematics, yes and no. It will be always like no idea. For you, it can be yes. For her, it can be no. Right. So there will never be like this. It can be anything. For any person, it can be different. Right. So this is the answer. Right. In Ayurveda, you in the definition itself, you have seen that nothing is good, nothing is bad, nothing is right, nothing is wrong. Depends on your situations, right? Depends on your health. Depends on what is your mental status. Depends on what you are thrown into. Some people may say you are doing very bad things, but that's the only option for you. Right? So nothing is just do this and this is good. No. It can be different for somebody else. Okay. Right? So that is the beauty of Ayurveda. That it is a very individualistic, and it does not say wrong anywhere. It can be good for anybody. That is how life is. We cannot be judgmental that this is the thing and this should be the same for everybody. No, it cannot be same for anybody. Right? It's maybe two different people, different situations, different genetical makeup. So the faces, the skin color, the body shapes can never be same. We need to accept whatever is there. This is me, this is my thing, and everybody is healthy, beautiful in their own way, in their own way, in their own body, in their own family. Right? Everybody is important, and everybody has a good thing in them. Right? So nobody is 100% like this. You have, if you are like this, only then you are good. Right? No. Okay. So shall we talk about the body types now? Okay. So body type or body compositions. Now comes the very important thing again. We call it body type. You must have listened so many times. Body types. In Sanskrit, we call it Prakruti. Prakruti or Prakriti, it is same. Because in Sanskrit, we write it differently. So some people pronounce it Prakriti or Prakriti. It's the same thing. So Prakriti or Prakriti is the body type. Means if you are Vata Pitta or you are Kapha Pitta or you are Vata, whatever. So that is the Prakriti. And opposite to Prakriti is Vikriti. Vikriti. So this is what is natural and in balance. Vikriti when it disturbs. This is the sickness. When you are sick. So in sick, if you are like a Vata Pitta person, your sickness can be Kapha also. Because you are sick. You need help. You have a problem. It can be Kapha, even if you are a Vata Pitta person. Okay. It can be Vata Pitta or it can be Kapha also. So Vikruti. What is the Vikruti right now? What is causing the problem? It's not necessarily that every time your body problem or your body type will be having a problem. It can be something different also. So Prakriti, what is your body type? Vikruti, what is which dosha is causing the problem? That is Vikruti. Okay, so do you have any questions so far? Okay. So body type or doshas are what we are born with. So it is our body type or Prakriti. When it remains balanced and in happy state, we are happy. All the good qualities of doshas will be high. All the three doshas combinations you are born with are not in balanced state. We may suffer from physical and mental problems, and that is the Vikruti. So to avoid Vikruti, lots of lifestyle changes, diets, herbs are prescribed to bring the doshas back in happy state. For example, if a person is Pitta and having already much heat inside and start eating too much of spices, alcohol, or other heat generating food, it will cause heat in the body and so problems will start. Right? Because you are already having inflammation in the body because of the Pitta. And again, you are eating all the hot foods, spices, non-vegetarian food is again very pitta food. So you are eating non-vegetarian food or alcohol, which is very warming. So then the pitta will be high. And this is medically also proved that when you have high blood pressure or heat problems, and you are taking too much of alcohol or non-vegetarian food, your blood pressure will shoot up again. Or inflammations in the body, like Jukimaniki, autoimmune issues, Jumaniki, Jumaniki, autoimmune issues, autoimmune problems. How you call it? Autoimmune, yeah. How you call it? Jukomaniki, something like that. Yeah. Autoimmune problems. Yes. Something like that.
免疫に関する問題は、免疫がちゃんと機能してない時の病気。
循環器
Whatever. Autoimmune problems.
免疫がなんかちょっとした刺激が受けても免疫が強すぎて、なんか自分の体の
Jukomani. Yeah, Jukomaniki, I suppose.
そうそうそう。なんか免疫。
I see. I think so. Yeah, Japanese. Autoimmune. Just say.
自己免疫自己免疫自己免疫
Okay, this is Jukomaniki.
Oh.
Okay. Yes. So all the this kind of problems, if your body is in imbalance, particularly these autoimmune issues are a big deal these days. It's increasing, right? But earlier it was more in a kapha problems. Now also kapha is little bit more involved, but is increasing in everybody type, because every time there is a new problem, new things are coming up because of the inflammation in the body, because of the wrong foods, because of too much of preservatives, because of the hormones. So all the plastic that mimic oxytocin, a female hormone, the plastics in the food, it acts like a female hormone, and it's contaminated everywhere. They're contaminated with the plastic. So many problems are happening because of that. So these are the issues we are facing these days, and it can be in Vikruti. And whenever we are not taking care of our body types and we are just eating or behaving in bad ways, so these things can increase, and that those will come into Vikruti then when it becomes a problem. So Prakriti and Vikruti, these are the two things which you can remember, that this is the healthy body type, this is the sickness. Okay. Your body type can be anything, Vikruti can be any other thing also. So that was the Prakriti and Vikruti. And body types now, we will, if we have time, we will do it today. If we don't have time, so maybe next time. Do we have time? Subdoshas is not in this class. Subdoshas is in grade 2. So we will continue with the next No. Yes, we will talk about the body types. Yes. How many types of Prakriti is there? It's not just Vata, Pitta, Kapha. We will have many type of body types. Okay. So we will continue with the chapter number 4 in the next class. So please read the previous chapters, because in 1 or 2 chapters more, and we will finish the basic understanding. So if you missed it, so it will be difficult to understand the coming chapters. Okay. You can read, you can have questions. If you have some doubts in the mind, please note down and we can discuss those.